And welcome back to the Hot Lap. We're talking Gerhard Berger on Lewis Hamilton going to Ferrari. Not really going to Ferrari because we've known he's going to be in there since, well, pretty much a year now. But talking about his success and what it would mean. Could he be successful at Ferrari? Could he beat Charles Leclerc? Guess we'll see. So here it is, Lewis Hamilton given grit his teeth warning after two problems at Mercedes. At least that's the headline from planetf1.com by Gerhard Berger. Let's get into it. So, Gerhard Berger is a former Ferrari driver, a former Benetton driver, a former McLaren driver, and a 10-time Grand Prix winner. He's won in a McLaren, he's won in a Benetton, and he won at Ferrari. And he's talking about Lewis Hamilton having two problems at Mercedes last season, and that he would have to grit his teeth at Maranello. Now, 5 races as a Ferrari driver. He won 5 races. He spent 6 seasons with the Scuderia across 2 spells. And he believes the 7-time world champion faces a very tight race against his incumbent teammate in Charles Leclerc. Tell me something I don't know, because that's pretty much the prediction. A lot of people are predicting that Charles Leclerc is going to beat Lewis Hamilton across the season. And he's talking about Hamilton needs new motivation at Ferrari after 2 problems at Mercedes. Now, Hamilton joined Ferrari after winning 6 of his drivers' championships with Mercedes in 12 years. Not really that bad at all. And Berger explained that 2 problems he faced at the Silver Arrows in recent times were namely that the car was unable to win him races on a regular basis, and that his long spell with the same... within the same team left the Austrian believing a switch to a new team would be beneficial. Yeah, I mean, I think that makes perfect sense. Mercedes tried since 2022 to get a title-winning car. It came, the closest it came probably was 2024. But even then, yeah, not particularly great. But Mercedes did win more races in this new year in 24 than they won in 22 and 23. I think they didn't even win a race in 23, did they? But with the move having been made official and his first tests having taken place, Hamilton heads to the Ferrari with the goal of winning a record-breaking 8th World Championship. And though he believes Ferrari will be in the hunt, Gerhard thinks he's unsure whether it will be Hamilton or Leclerc in that driver's fight. And on Hamilton, he said, I think Hamilton needs new motivation. That's at least what he told Automotor and Sport, the German publication, which we quite often quote from. He said he has 2 problems. The Mercedes, and I thought this is quite interesting. He said the Mercedes has only been a winning car on exceptional occasions. And he has been in the same team for so long that only a change of scenery will help. Now, yeah, it has been in exceptional occasions when we look back to Brazil 2022. Now, when we say a winning car, you can't really count Austria 24 when George Russell won, simply because he won by default because Max Verstappen threw a grenade in the works and both him and Lando didn't win. And Silverstone, either any Red Bull, McLaren or Mercedes could have potentially won the race. Even Ferrari, that was the most open race of the year, and arguably I think the best race of the year in terms of who's going to win. And then you had Belgium, where they were very, very strong in Belgium as well. And don't forget when obviously George Russell won in Las Vegas, but there were exceptional circumstances because they were the class of the field in those races in both Belgium and Las Vegas. So finishing 5th, though, he said, is not a result that motivates Hamilton. I completely agree. He'll have to grit his teeth again at Ferrari and could well be at his best once more. On the other hand, Gerhard said, I think he'll struggle against Leclerc's speed. It's going to be a very tight race. I think, yeah, he will struggle against Leclerc's speed. But as I said, why, if Ferrari was so confident in Charles Leclerc, why hire Lewis Hamilton and not keep Carlos Sainz? Maybe it's just me saying that. I don't hear too many other people saying that. But why? Is all I'm saying. Do they know something we don't? Now, when asked if Hamilton could win a record 8th title as a Ferrari driver, Berger added, yes. If Hamilton could become a world champion in a Ferrari, it would be the greatest thing that has ever happened in Formula 1. In terms of marketing, maybe that's the reason why. But I don't think so, because Ferrari want to win. And Gerhard said, I'd put my money on Ferrari this season. I can't say whether Hamilton and Leclerc will win the Drivers or Constructors' Championship. Well, okay. Or the Drivers' Championship, I think he meant. But they will win a title. That's my impression. Okay, what he's saying is, I'm not sure whether they'll either win the Drivers or the Constructors. Arguably, they are the best, I think in terms of talent, the best team out there. And he said Ferrari was always almost fast last year, fast every race with a few slip-ups. I think they were one of the most consistent last year throughout the whole year. And he said he trusted Fred Vasseur to get his volatility out of the system. It took a while, but I think they're very close with all the politics, etc. And the if you do a bad job, you're fired fears. Which I think is very good. And then he said they are well positioned in terms of engine and chassis and have top drivers. Vasseur makes a good impression. He is calm, thoughtful, always on point, and he delivers. And he said that has been the case at all the stations in the motorsport world where he has been so far. He reminds me of very much of a Jean Todt type character when Jean Todt went from Peugeot Rally to Ferrari, and it took a few years, but he really sorted him out, didn't he? And it was clear that it would take a year or two for his work to pay off, and it looks like it's paying dividends now. And he says, now I have the feeling that it's starting to work. I also think it's great that he got Hamilton, and Vasseur will bring Ferrari back to the top. And that's pretty much it, but I think he will. But once again, why did the big question for me? One of the questions is they had Carlos Sainz. Why hire Hamilton if you weren't absolutely confident in Charles Leclerc then, when you already had Carlos Sainz? Therein lies, for me, a massive question that not too many people have really been talking about. Now, you could go down the marketing route, which even Gerhard Berger suggests in the article. It could be marketing. It could be the fact that Lewis brings all these people in. But Ferrari are here to win. Have they seen something in Leclerc they're not 110% happy about? And therein lies the issue. Leclerc does make mistakes. Yeah, I appreciate everyone makes mistakes, but he makes more mistakes than he probably should at someone at his level. And can he maintain the pressure of being a title contender all the way through the year? There is a question mark there. There's no question mark that peak Lewis doesn't buckle, and he doesn't really buckle under pressure at all. So I'm just throwing that out there. Anyway, that's enough for me. If you've made it to the end, you're absolutely amazing. If you just simply clicked on this video, thank you so much. That's more than enough. If you want to do a bit more and you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification button so you don't miss a video. If you want to do a tiny bit more, hit the like button. Comment below. Let us know what you think. But until then, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. Stay safe and speak to you soon. It would also help if I press the outro button. There we go.